Hey guys. Hello. My glasses are dirty. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, evening edition. I missed you guys this morning. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Hope you had the most amazing day. I hope you're a peaceful period. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to that YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget, we have the podcast, we have the books, we have the movie, we have all the things. So, let me fix y'all that way. We have all the things. So I hope you guys have been having a great week so far. It is a wonderful Tuesday. And I'm just posting over here. And if you share, please tag me so that I can properly tell you thank you, because I greatly appreciate it when you do. Let me do one last thing. Post it here. I'm just sharing it everywhere. So I hope you're ready to I hope you had a great day and I hope you're ready to get this day started. Listen, we're going to rest easy this evening, okay? 2 things. Don't forget, Sister Rise is coming up in October. So if you're ready to join Sister Rise, I'm going to post the link so you can grab your ticket. There are payment options, so you can go ahead and pay for it. So y'all, tonight what I wanted to talk about is I really wanted to share. So I had this moment that I wanted to share this morning. So I voice recorded it. So I've written it down. But the main part of it is when you're standing still and moving forward at the same time. When you are standing still and moving forward for the past year, okay? So if you've been a fan of the Fearless Morning Show, November will make year 6 that we've been doing the Fearless Morning Show together. I greatly appreciate you. The past year, I would say the past 8 months, I have been in a transition period of standing still and moving forward. And let me explain that. So when I was standing still in my body and in my soul. My body and my soul needed physical rest. It needed a moment of not moving, not grinding, not nothing. It just needed a moment of stillness. So I stood still with my body and my soul, but my mind was free to travel. Meaning I took this time in my mind to release some things, rethink some things, reallocate some things, move things out of the way, compartmentalize other things, and then decide, make an executive decision of what I wanted to do with those said things. Oh, I'm definitely sure I don't like this. Let's move this completely out, because I had clarity, because my body and my soul was still. And it looked like I was sleepy all the time. It looked like I didn't want to leave my house. And at first I was like, what's going on? Am I feeling this way because I'm missing something? And it wasn't till after, I've been through the transition. I was thinking and listening. I was using all the modalities that we talk about at Sister Rise Retreat. Everything that we talk about on the Fearless Morning Show, from journaling down to my affirmations being everywhere, to reciting them, to saying them, to having a nighttime routine, to talking to myself, playing my music, my healing music. All the things that I talk about was all the things that I did in this period. So as my mind was free, I was able to ask myself some questions. Why are you standing still? In this time and space, is it important for you to stand still? And if the answer, Jojo, is yes, what are you doing in this standstill moment? Well, in this standstill moment, I really need to clarify some things in my mind, which way this is going to go. And as I was able to because what happens is when you hold on to not making a decision, it holds and bogs your body down. It makes your back hurt. It makes your hips hurt. It can make your stomach hurt, your head hurt. You can have all of these problems. And the reality is that there's some decisions that you need to make. But if you're not willing to make those decisions, your body is not comfortable. Your body is not at ease. Your body is discombobulated because there are decisions that need to be made, and your subconscious mind, the back of your mind, knows, it's saying, hey, excuse me, we need to make a decision, but you're so busy because you got to be mama, you still got to work, you still got to be sister, daughter. Heaven forbid there's a death in the family. You know, my stepfather passed away, my brother passed away, and in all of that transition, all of this was happening, and my body was like, yeah, we're going to sit you down because clearly you're not listening, that we need to make some decisions. And so in my standing still moment of giving my body and my soul a rest, my mind was free and clear to travel and to think a different thought and to make some serious decisions. That means I had to sit with myself and think about that decision that I've been putting off. Or look at that half decision that I made. Because I was making a half decision. This period lasted for 8 months. And it was something that I could not rush through. I couldn't rush through it. I couldn't hurry up and make a decision. I had to be methodical. Y'all know, if you've been with the Phyllis Morning Show, there's 3 things. Why did I say yes? The things that are true to me. Why am I saying yes? Is it important? And what is my reasoning behind saying yes? What is the result that I'm looking to get back? Is no going to be the answer? Okay? And if no is the answer, what is the result that I'm looking to give back? What is the result I'm looking to receive? And how is that? Is this a decision that is just impacting me, or is it impacting everybody connected to me? See, there were some decisions that I had to make that was impacting everybody attached to me, and I was putting off making that decision because I was like, the same thing that I talked to you guys about, and I had to do the square up exercise. I know y'all haven't seen that in a while. All I got is a sticky note here. Square it up mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. And I had to put what my mind was thinking about and put it in those categories. And then here in the center was JoJo. How is all of these decisions impacting me? How is it impacting others? And number 1, do you care? Number 2, if you do, what are you going to do about it? Is it impacting their life enough because they're attached to you, or is it impacting their life because it directly affects them? And so as I was standing still, my mind was moving forward. So after this period of time, I can say I really came out of it in January, right? The clarity and the excitement that I thought I was missing was there. I wasn't missing it. I just needed to make some decisions. I needed to stand still and allow my mind to move forward and to have those conversations. And it is in those having conversations that when I made the decision, listen, you know, they say, write the vision, make it plain. If you've never written your vision, if you don't understand what your purpose is, you have got to give your eyes a minute to adjust, because they're not used to doing what eyes are supposed to do. They're not used to seeing. Your ears are used to seeing for you. That means whatever you say is what you'll receive. So the more you say it, the more you see it. And so the minute you decide to change your vision and you said that I want to see what I say, your eyes are now doing their own functioning. They're finally seeing. So your vision is going to be blurred. You're going to feel discombobulated because it is finally doing the function it was supposed to. You've got to give yourself a little grace. Give yourself a little peace in these moments because you're transitioning. Maybe your body needs to stand still while your mind is free and your body adjusts to the newness of what it is actually doing. So your ears are actually hearing, your eyes are actually seeing, and you are speaking what you said that you wanted. You are developing a new belief system. And a belief system is simply a series of thoughts that you have over and over and over again. That's why you make mac and cheese like grandma. That's why you fold your towels like your mama. That's why you put Clorox and Pine Sol in your mop water, because you were given a belief before you even understood what a belief was. You were given your belief about religion before you knew what God and any of the core of it and what it meant was. Somebody gave you your belief system. And if you're on this journey, somewhere along the way, you're going to challenge your belief system. And as you challenge your belief system, you're going to realize that somebody gave you 1,000% of it. And it is at that moment you can decide if this belief system is going to continue to support you or if it's not. If it's not, now as you adapt a new belief system, which is simply a series of thoughts that you have over and over and over again, you've got to keep thinking that thought. So if I want to be a multimillionaire, the thoughts that I have got to be in that realm. It cannot be in the realm of I'm broke, I don't have no money, I can't pay this bill. You see what I'm doing? I'm cycling down. You got to have a different kind of conversation when you are choosing to do different. So as my body and my soul was still, my mind was moving forward. And I wanted to make sure I had to understand that as I'm going through this, that as growth is happening, I had to acknowledge that sometimes there's no changing the outside circumstances. There's only changing the inside circumstances. So once I made that decision, and we're inside of here, I wish I could grab my things, but I'll get those later. Inside of this circle here, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, inside the circle is me. There were some things that I had to change inside in order to see on the outside. Y'all know, if y'all ever read the book, The Habits of the Highly Effective People, I had to really get into my circle of influence and get out of my circle of concern, because in my circle of concern, there's nothing for me. I had to get inside of my circle of influence, allow my mind to be free, make the decision, allow my body and my soul to stand still and physically rest, and allow it to move with the change. It needed that grace. It needed that moment to flow. You know, you hear people say, go with the flow, or to flow with the spirit. I had to stop and listen and allow my body to go with the flow once the decision was made. Because if we understand my I am statement, I am this, and whatever comes after, it is already created and it is already done. So there's nothing additional for me to do. I am healed. I am well. I'm abundant. I am blessed. I'm a multimillionaire. Whatever it is, I created it as soon as I said it. Now I've got to rest in that. That's the same thing with your prayers. When you say your prayer, if you change it and minimize it, it's because your belief is in you and not in the higher power. It's not in God. It's not in your creator. It's not in the universe. Your prayer and your belief is nestled inside of you. So you can't go with the flow of the understanding that I am that. So you can say and pray that, Lord Jesus, whomever you pray to, I am healed. But if your belief is in you and not the higher, it's never going to come to pass. You're never going to go with the flow. Your soul is going to be, your body is going to be, your mind is going to be, because you're not going with the flow of what you said. You will receive what you say, and you will see it. So the more you say the negative, because your words can't come back to you void. They can't. So the more you say, I am broke, the more of that you're going to see, and I counsel that out. We don't play with words. The more I say I am healed, the more you see that. So you've got to give your mind and your body and your spirit time to congeal and learn to move together. So as I was standing still, my mind was free to move forward. And I had to acknowledge that sometimes change happens on the inside and not the outside. I can't change those outside circumstances. So I've got to change the inside circumstances. That starts with my decision making. It is at that juncture that new life begins, okay? That's where that new thought process goes. That's where things begin to blossom and take root and become part of your foundation. And this was my note to myself. This last year has been a year of me checking my foundation. It's been a year of me understanding my roots and taking time to look at them and to see what needed to be pruned, what needed to be taken away, what needed to be fertilized and watered and nurtured. And in this year, my mind grew while my body and my soul sat still. And if you need a physical example, my mother's home, her foundation has moved. It has unsettled. As the home settled, the foundation bent a little bit. So she has a door that she shuts that she can't quite get open. And then when she gets it open, she can't quite shut because the foundation is not right. So she's paying a company to come back in to dig down and look at the foundation and see what is wrong. It's going to go deep down into the root, into the foundation. See what's wrong. Sturdy up what is now weak. Take away what has weakened because it has served its purpose and is no longer needed. And all of that's being replaced. And the foundation now is set so that when you open and close that door, come on, Jojo. When you open and close that door, it works as it's supposed to. So as you are going down deep and checking your foundation and see what needs to be pruned, what needs to be moved, water removed, nurtured, loved on, as you do that, everything then begins to level out and operate in its correct way. So on this great, most amazing day, I hope you had a great day. I hope you were peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that, okay? I want you, if you're in that spirit of, I've lost my mojo, I don't quite understand. It's not wrong, but it ain't right. I ain't happy, but I ain't sad. I ain't glad, but I don't know what I am, but I am this thing. And you're not sure how to define it. You're not sure how to look at it. Maybe it's time that your body and your soul stand still so that your mind can be free. And it is in the freedom of your mind with the mental clarity that all change is beginning, because nothing can happen until we change the mind. And how do thoughts become things? Thoughts become things because your subconscious mind, whatever you think, demands to be expressed. And so whatever I'm thinking, if it's demanding to be expressed, it's coming whether I want it to or not. And the more I say it, the more it makes itself available in this reality, the more they become one and I see it before me. If I think there's no more good me, and I say that in the back of my mind, and I say it from my mouth, and I believe what I say, I'm going to see what I say, because that's how the world works. Hey, friend. Hey, Miss Nadia, how you doing? So on this great day, listen, I had to ask myself some questions. Why am I standing still? And if so, what am I accomplishing by standing still? 2, if I keep moving forward and progressing, which one feels good to me? Moving forward or standing still? Because I got to decide. And then 3, y'all, what is the next right thing for me to do? What is the next right thing? If you don't know, square it up mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, you in the center, and then pick one square at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself, honey. Pick one thing, pick one square, and work that square to the best of your ability. And then as you are checking your foundation, understanding your roots, take the time to go down deep and look. See what needs to be pruned, what needs to be taken away, what needs to be fertilized and watered. Because this was the year. This was the year, honey. JoJo's mind grew while my body and my soul sat still. So if you're feeling discombobulated, you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know it's something and you feel like you ain't doing enough. That was me. I felt like I wasn't trying hard enough. I felt like I wasn't working hard enough in my business. I felt like I wasn't giving enough to people. I wasn't giving enough to my kids. I couldn't give enough to my mama, my family. It was none of that, friend. My body and my soul had to sit still. So on this great, most amazing day, I hope you have the most amazing evening. Don't forget, Sister Rise is coming up in October. If you'd like to join us, it's open for 6 women. So please make sure you join me there. I will be more than happy to have you. Only if your soul, your spirit, and your mind agree that that is where you need to be, and not a minute sooner. So if you have questions about it, please let me know. You can send me a DM or leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. So if you have a great night, and I will see you guys here tomorrow evening, because tomorrow morning is booked. So I'll see you guys here tomorrow evening. Hope you have a good one. Oh, don't forget to share the show, because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to that YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there, and subscribe. It costs you nothing. They don't do that. We have 8 books. We have the movies. We have all the things, okay? And I'll see you guys here tomorrow evening. Have a good one.